Good morning, everyone. This is Joseph with Smart Money Traders. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have a doozy. This market is definitely going crazy today, so we'll be very, very careful. That's why we're trading. We're going to size down. It's a Monday anyway. We typically size down on a Monday, but today particularly, we're going to be definitely sizing down. And this is for education purposes only. We're here every day, every trading day between 9 and 12. It's 9:29 on the East Coast. I was setting up my my workspace. Took me a little longer than expected, but just know that this market overnight had a big jump down. I believe that's not it. That's not the screen that I want. I wanted to show this one here, which is the SPY, which is, basically the S&P 500 futures. They basically move the same. So here we had a big gap down in pre-market. We know this market is going to be down. It's down to over 2%. The bell just rang. This rang. We're having some gonna have some activity here. This is a 5-minute chart of the SPY. I'll keep an eye on that. But looks like they're trying to recover here. The first few minutes of the market will be very, very volatile. I can see them trying to go close that gap, but it's a big gap. A 6 or 7, all the way to almost 10-point gap. Seeing this here is not it's not a surprise here that they're trying to go and close this gap. But let's see what happened here. I think there's some fear about China coming up with some AI that's a little more affordable than OpenAI. So the whole tech sector is really in shambles right now. I think Meta, I was looking at Meta earlier. Meta was down, but they're trying to make it back up here. See, they're pushing it back. It went all the way to 606. So overall, this market is bearish, but we're seeing some bullishness here at the open, which is not surprising at all. There's a lot of buying going on right now. I'm also buying. Everything is going on the green side here. That's a big 1-minute candle at the first minute of the market. Went about 16 points. Definitely gonna have to be patient today and wait and see what this market brings us. Right before the market opened, they play around the VWAP and then they push it up. So if you were short, around here, there was a pivot there, so we knew this was support. That was definitely a place that they get some sellers. They trip them up here. We're at the value area high. Definitely we could see some selling here. And see there's a topping formation happening here. So the selling can happen here. If not, let's see. Still buying. Yeah, still buying. Yeah, at the moment, it's ranging right here. So add the MES on here because I have a feeling I might be lagging on the MES because the AS and the MES, they don't look the same to me. Order flow purposes, I look at the ES chart, but for entry, I'm going to trade the MES today, so I need them to be in lockstep here. Doesn't look like they are. I just want to make sure I don't have a lag here. The ES, there's no lag on the ES. Right now there's a lot of selling. We'll look at the time in sales. Anything brown is aggressive sellers. Anything green is aggressive buyers. There's a block. There was a block of 100 contracts here to the downside, so it's gonna go. Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah. The MES. I knew the MES had a little bit of a delay here. Hopefully, we'll catch up. I think I have 2 of them open. That could be the issue. I'm gonna close that. Guess it's catching up. Yeah, MES is where it needs to be. Let's see. The buying continues here. That's the SPY. Sorry, no, that's not the SPY. That's Meta. That's what the SPY is doing. SPY is still pushing up. Definitely, overall it's a bearish market. We know that. All right, so we'll definitely see if we can sell this area. There's an area to See if we can get a sell here. See, we're gonna go short here below this range. Okay, we're gonna at least see if we can get to the first target. I think the first target here is definitely something that should be able to get to with all this volatility. So the profit place for the stop is above this swing, above this pivot. And honestly, we could get another. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get taken out here. Maybe not yet. At least this could be a day that all the reason I'm trading got taken out here. But looks like they want to go higher now because we went short based on this retracement. I mean, based on they keep testing this, they couldn't go, and we had one short right here below the range. I think what happened last night, overnight, was overreaction. So looks like they're pushing this market higher here to close the gap. So we're gonna wait for a pullback or to go long here. I feel that that's what happened last night. We're gonna try to go long here at 55.25. We got canceled because we got a negative bar. This could be support here. All right, let's see if this will be support, because this is an area that was resistance before. Okay, got canceled. All right, the selling is in place here. Once again, we're gonna try to go long on a positive bar here. Okay, all right, good thing with it, because this one would have kept taking us long. All right, let's try this again. Not working. So let's see if there's any questions or comments in here. So if we can go the NDT, what I like with it, you place your order quickly, but also you sidestep some losers, because if I gone long here manually, I'd be way down, but I wanted to wait for that turnaround bar. They could be one of those days that we may have to wait for 2 or 3 before we go long. Now we are long. Honestly, today is going to be a very quick stream if we don't if we can really get in sync with this market. Okay, we got long here. See if we can get that first target. Okay, first target got filled. So we're gonna put an extended target here for the third one. Again, we had so we got one loser and a partial winner here. See if we can go long again. See if we can go long here. For one winner, one loser. So we had a partial winner. It is one of those days. Look at this, how this market is jumping back and forth. Very volatile. Very volatile. Let's see if we can buy this above this. I'd like it to be above this. So we got fill. See if we can move this up. Can we get an extended run here to the upside? Where would that be? I think we can get to 75, you think? From here, 50. I think 50 is a round number. They may go and fetch some orders there. Below here is really where the stuff should be. If we get that swing out, we out. So gotta adjust for volatility here as far as the stop size. Go back higher here. We'll get long. Double position. There you go. The middle target will make it the bigger side, the bigger position here. Yeah, this market is once again. I think this might be my last trade, win, lose, or draw, because this market looks like it doesn't know what it wants to do. So I see those ranges here. It's a 9-point range in about 4 minutes. It's a lot of more than usual. You know, we usually have a lot of volume on the ES, but today's a little special here because of the volatility overnight. What's happening with China and the AI? It will be one of those quick streams. I'm not gonna really give this too much. Just want to let the market settle. Until tomorrow, we'll have a better understanding of what's happening. So I'm going to reduce my risk and put it below here instead of right at breakeven, because until they break this pivot here, I think they may come back and fetch some orders here too. So I'm going to do my whole risk to there. I think we're just going to give it a 1 point, because we'll give it 1 point instead of 3.25. Maybe halfway. We'll do it halfway. So about 7 ticks. Okay, buyers are coming in here. Let's see if we can. We have some resistance overhead. We have this one right here, and looking like if we bust this, we may go when we should higher here. All right, because we made a pullback, a 1 bar pullback here, we didn't come in and get us out. I think I'm gonna move to break even here. Move to break even. I think that's the proper thing to do right now. They may come back and tackle us out for break even, but at least it will not be a loss. All right, we got tackled out break even. Well, I think this market today is not one that we need to be messing with. Let's see if there's anybody in here, because I took 3 trades, 1 winner, 1 loser, and 1 break even. So sometimes it's best not to trade. You can't be trading all the time. Trading is one of those things that the less of it you do, the better it is at times, because you get to be more selective. But on a day like today, as you can see, you got big ranges going back and forth. We know the market gap down last night, but so far it's been like a big mess up and down. So let me see if there's any questions in here. If there's no questions, I think I'm gonna end the stream, or at least leave it on and for now, and see what's happening. Get the SPY. The SPY still kind of holding up here, so meaning the direction could definitely be up for the rest of the day. But let's see how it goes here. So you can see it's a big range. It's gonna go back and forth here. So we are definitely not dealing with normal market today. For that reason, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I know it's a very, very short stream, so one of the shortest I ever had. But I think I'm gonna find something else to do today besides trying to trade this market, because this kind of behavior is not conducive to really good trading. That's a 930 move. Right now it's holding up, so we can expect probably some higher movement to this market. But when you have about 10 minutes, you have a range of 33. It's about 9 range and going back and forth like this. And right now we're seeing 4181. 4500 is more like the right size for the tick size here. Yeah, as you can see, we have this range going on here. 35, 14-point range, a lot of wicks on both sides, just not a good environment. This market can tank down, or it can just explode to the upside. You can see we can't trade consistently in this market, because the market is very, very erratic right now. For that reason, I'm gonna pack up my toys and go home. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. Really appreciate it. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at around 9 o'clock. Thank you. Good luck and happy trading. Bye-bye.